Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another recap of gameplay. This is going to be a couple of rage quits that I got from opponents playing salary cap, just trying to qualify and get my first match plays to try to get a ranking. Obviously, the guy's got a fairly good team. He's got some pretty good players on his team. I'm going to be running with the 43 under as my base defense against my opponent and just see how things work out. First come out of the sand blitz, see how things work out for me on a 1st and 10 type of situation. He has a nice little run right here, but my defender's able to go and clean him up and stop him for a no gainer. Come back to the sand blitz again. He's got an I-form situation right here. My linebacker stretches out a little bit wider. I want him on the inside. I don't get the blitz set up correctly, but he actually does a play action where he's blocking 7, but you can see the pressure comes in clean right there. So I come back out of the sand blitz. I got the blitz set up correctly, and he actually, I think he tried to fake snap me, and because of it, he actually took a delay of claim or a false motion with his offensive line. So back to the blitz right here, and the pressure comes looping in. He doesn't make a read correctly, and I'm able to go ahead and force a punt. What a good situation to be in when you're playing any kind of a game is that you get your opponent, give him a 3 and out with his first offensive series. It's very demoralizing against your opponents. It's very good. So right now I'm actually trying to rearrange my roster to try to optimize my roster, and I take a delay of game. So 1st and 15. I'm just a little bit flustered right now because I got to get my players in position, because one of the things with salary cap, it makes you to manipulate your players a little bit to get them in the correct way. So I missed the hole and I actually go wide, and it's because of it he clicks on and takes me for a 1-yard loss. So I come into one of my favorite plays in long yardage situations, which is play action stutter. I go ahead and drag up my tight end, so I got a high-low read. He doesn't put anybody out on the backside. And look at this dot right here by Marino and Irvin. Irvin toe taps it, and I'm able to go and pick up a first down on a 2nd and 20 type situation. So come into the flanker dig as one of my base plays. He actually plays it flat. I go ahead and drop it underneath Clark to pick up a nice little 9-yard gainer. Try to go ahead and spark this guy up with the draw because he's running a lot of zone coverages. So right here, he actually takes he actually runs offside with his defender, and I get popped and lose the ball. So it's actually going to be a 3rd and 1 situation, but because he actually goes offside, I get a 2nd, 1st and goal, or a 1st and 10 type of situation. So coming to my favorite plays, which is the halfback circle. I'm looking off to the right side. Defender's falling back to the right side. So I go back to the left to go ahead and take the quick out right there. I want to make them respect the quick out because that's going to basically open up the rest of the routes in that particular play. So back to the draw again. I try to run to the inside, and unfortunately gets a block shed with his defensive tackle. Now I come back to one of my favorite plays. I got most of my guys set up correctly. So I go ahead and Thomas has got like 78 catch overall. I try to go ahead and hit him, and he just cannot hold on to the ball. It seems like he just keeps basically dropping passes when he gets catches in traffic. So I'll set up for 3. That's fine. I got to stop defensively. I'm in a situation where I'm going to basically go ahead and be in the driver's seat as long as I keep scoring the points against us. So he comes back to the run again with that strong power pitch out of the pistol formation. It flips it to the other way, and I've got basically the defense set up, which is the safety type situation, but he's able to go ahead and take Jackson further outside and hit the corner and actually pick up a first down. So I'm going to stay with the same defense again. This time I'm going to leave my safeties in blitzing. And right here he hits a guy on a little drag route, and Taylor's able to clean him up on a blitz right there. So that was a good situation for me. So he no huddles in this situation. I figured I think I spark him up with a cover 2 blitz. I don't have it set up correctly, and he actually goes to the outside, but I'm able to go ahead and get a nice little suction tackle to get him in a 3rd and 5 situation. So 3rd and 5, once again, it's a blitzing situation. I'm going to stay with the sand blitz. I got it set up correctly. I've got to cover Thomas and Brown as his players, and basically he hits the drag underneath with Thomas, and I've got a cloud flat over there to go to hit him. So I know he's going to run. he's able to have been successful to run the ball. So I want to show you something. This is a 4-4 split, cover 2 invert. Look at Brown. I've manned up the defender on Brown, and look how he shoots through the gap right there, past the defender, and actually does not take on a block. Now that's a little tip that I picked up from Zane for 4 Progress, that if you want to shut down outside runs, what you do is that any guys that you have are in zone coverages, you put them in man coverages over their wide receivers. They'll actually shoot the gap and actually cut and basically set the edge for you and take away those outside runs. So that's a little pro tip that you can add to your scheme if you got an opponent that's beating you up with stretch plays or other types of plays. So jump back into one of my favorite plays again. Once again, is the halfback angle, and I was looking high-low. I forced the ball into Tomlinson. Once again, another catch in traffic where he drops the ball. So Tomlinson might not make my roster next time I go into another salary cap mode because he just doesn't seem to be doing very good for me. So the dig route is wide open. A defender can't get out there. I just do a little possession catch. Clock is marching down to 2-minute situation, and then right here I go ahead and hit him with a stretch, but I flipped the play to the other side just to catch him off guard, and I got really good blocking on this side, and I take Tomlinson down to the 1-yard line, and he comes up short. So right here I just do a stretch play, I flip it, I kind of fake an audible, I flip the play, and then I'm just going to run off the left. I figured I can milk the clock right here, try to take away as many opportunities as I can get it. I get the ball into the end zone, and what does my opponent do? He quits. He's down basically 10 points to nothing. I'm getting the ball in the second half, so I don't understand why he quit it. There was still plenty of game left over. So we're going to jump into another game. Once again, this is my team. Best player I got is Michael Irving, Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Hicks, and my opponent's got some godly players. He's got 95 Barry Sanders. He's got a Aaron Donald. So he's got really good players. So I come out of the strong safety blitz, out of the 43 under. I want to be able to get defenders in the area right there. My defensive back comes out to cleans up the run. So I think what this guy does is he likes to go ahead and run wide with Barry Sanders, very fast running back, very elusive. So I basically try to start spamming the safety blitz 3, because I think that basically all he's going to do is just run to the outside. So comes back into a 3-wide set. I'm going to stay in this defense right here. Let's see, I'm going to use it right here, and then he comes into a draw play, and once again, one of my defenders comes out and shuts that run down. So basically 2 rushes, 2-yard loss. I'm going to go ahead and stay with calling the safety blitz 3. But this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cue this guy up with basically a blitz. So I'm going to come, I think I'm going to jump into the cover 2 blitz right here, and that's the case. I got it set up correctly, and my guys actually come off to the edge because he flips the play really quick, messes up my alignment, and then he actually throws right into coverage right there, and Champ Bailey gets tackled. And I'm back on defense, causing some turnovers, and what does my opponent do? He just rage quits and leaves the game. So guys, this is just 2 gameplays with the salary cap. The one thing that's great about salary cap mode is that you're going to get better games. You're going to get more equal teams. You're not going to get spammed by people that have just really good players. They have to pick their poison on how to build out a team. Their offensive players, defensive players can't be completely overpowering. So I really do like this mode. So to my subscribers, thank you for your support, guys, and until next time.